Welcome to part 3 of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, or whatever this game's called. We're going on to Moon 5. We've already gotten all the treasure gems and taken out the lackey enemies. Impress your gems not acquired in yellow. And then, she's not an object. Okay. Same old shit. We gotta go trade the gems to get yellow back. Don't count. What is she in House of the Dead? Let's go, rescue Yellow. She did things in this game instead of doing absolutely nothing like she did in the first Gunstar Heroes. I guess the ship's on autopilot, kind of descending here. This part isn't hard. And you can see, of course, they recycled the music that for some reason is used in the company logo screen and also is the classic jungle music. Okay, so these little things that spew fire go in like a little pattern of, I think 3 shots, but you can destroy them, which is something I didn't know until I started playing it on hard mode, because in hard they just spray constantly and you can't really get over them, because you do get knocked back when you take hits from these things. I mean, before that, I thought I was just supposed to avoid them like it was the fire jets from Stage 1 of Contra 3, but if I could aim properly. Maybe I need to stop trying to move aim and just, stationary aim, but whatever, doesn't matter. Is to kind of run through blasting and, shit. You can't really, since you can't throw guys, you can't really, like, melee these dudes too well, because they just come toward you, and they're pretty relentless. So just fucking put some distance between myself and this jerk quad. But he's almost down. Although I could probably just make him drink from the fire hose. All right. Yes, that was a song by Free with Paul Rogers. I was saying, throw the gems to me. Here you go. All right, throw the gems. Oh, okay. I guess we. Wow, this is the worst one-act play I've ever seen. And I'll eat yourselves. Thanks, Blue. You got to do something since we didn't select you at the beginning of the game. Okay. Oh, go ahead and save. Sorry. Body of the Destructor. Thought we were supposed to choose the form of the Destructor. Get in, Gunstars! Let's fuck him up. Technically, this all is like one big level, but if you're continuing, there's checkpoints where on the select screen you can select what part of the level you want to go to. So, as you can see, we're in a little redux of the spaceship part from the first Gunstar Heroes, but we changed the attitude of our spaceship here by using the L and R buttons. So, but it's still kind of a side scroll, and you're still kind of, forced to go a certain space. So it's not a free roaming shmup like Subterranea or something like that, or Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. I don't know. But this doesn't go on for quite as long as the shmup stage in Gunstar Heroes, and also it's not quite as hard. I mean, there are a few mini-bosses, but I mean, look at it, we're fighting a turret. And the only thing you really want to worry about here is when you get in place to shoot it, it's going to throw corn pops at you. Gotta have my pops. So it's almost dead. I mean, if you want, you can fucking... Damn. I guess I had too many pops, alright. So, as you've probably noticed, with the exception of a few songs, most of these are remixed from the original Gunstar Heroes, and honestly, even though GBA music in general is kind of barf, these aren't horrible remixes of the classic tunes. I mean, they're not great. I certainly wouldn't prefer them over the originals, because, the original soundtrack did some things with the Genesis that, didn't really highlight its limitations, and actually, you know, made some enjoyable tunes. As much crap as the Genesis sound processing capabilities get. But you know, these are a decent homage. What few original tunes there are okay, but you're not really coming in here for that. It's just my thing is the placement of them is kind of suspect. Like we didn't hear the option screen music, which gets used a lot in Black's Dice Palace and Gunstar Heroes, and in this one they just kind of used the main stage music for Black's Dice Palace, and then on the board stage they had an actual original composition. So what you want to do is, in between it shooting ships, which are usually shot, you just get in there and shoot the core. Watch out for the corn pops again. And this part's super easy. I had another point to make about music, but then I seem to forgot. Live commentary, okay. But all in all, this last, or next to last moon, penultimate, that word that people like to throw around because, you know, they looked in a thesaurus one time, is, yeah, it's kind of a mishmash of, stages, I forgot the numbers, 5 and 6 of Gunstar Heroes. Look, let's go to the satellite of love, and yes. See, like here they actually use the music from the highway stage of Gunstar Heroes for this part. And you know, it's another great Mode 7 piece, because we gotta have a lot of those. And this one's just, this actually goes on a lot longer than the part which was supposed to be a ripoff of the highway stage in this one. The only real tough part about this is the missiles. The asteroids aren't really that hard to shoot down, but the missiles will actually maneuver around and try to hit you. These camphor knockoffs, or I think I called them guffs in one thing. Actually, they look more like photons or something, I don't know. All but 0 of people who watch my LPs will even know what I'm talking about at this point. Alright, we did it, we're done. God, we're going hyperspace crazy here. It's just, still make Red do a little dance, that'll be... Oh shit, there's more. Guess they had to wait for the next wave to come in. Get them reinforcements, and oh shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if we've gone through Jupiter and beyond the infinite here, and we've gone outside of the universe as we know it, or if there's just something the emulator can't process, but it doesn't last for very long. I'm gonna go with column B, because then we got this shit. I guess we're going to the core of the Death Star. And I actually don't want to spoil it too much, but there's really not that much to this level. And on the whole, I think this game, I mean, if you skip all the cutscenes and shit, probably you can beat it in a shorter amount of time than... Oh, I fell off the shit. It's probably shorter than... Gunstar Heroes. Nice! Now we're on the Gark. So they did have to give you 2 playable characters that have a different story, and you know the story also changes depending on what difficulty you're on. Time's hands. What is a man? We will reawaken the god of... Fuck. Whoa, no, that's not right. A Near World Order. Wow. They seemed a little nonplussed at that. I decided to shut up here for a second because this music is actually pretty good. Although I did like the original music that was used in the last stage. Alright, what you want to do here is you want to take out that guy first. And the fat member of Duck Battalion will drop these pods that, if melee slashed, will give you parts. So if you really want to be lame, you can farm up 300 health right here. And if you kind of roughly stand in this area, Pink's energy beams can't touch you. But yeah, I've got 300 already. Shit. All right. So now we just want to, you know, whip out the old fire hose here and wail on them. I never really understood that taunt, because if she's saying, remember this, I'm like, what, remember your crappy defeat? Sure, okay. I mean, maybe what she means to say is, I'll remember this, but she's done. She's dead. We're not seeing her again. I don't know if she's canonically dead, but whatever. Alright, so here comes Orange. What you want to do is you want to flip down the platform here. He'll jump up, and then you can pretty much shoot him and not take any damage. But this takes a long time, because after you damage him so much, you can just keep juggling him, but he's not going to take any more damage, so you need to let him do an attack or something. And the only thing he'll do that might pose you any problem is that little green wave that he just shot out, but if you've got him on the edge of the screen and he does that, you can pretty much just move away from it. Because if you drop down to the bottom platform to avoid it, he'll come down after you, and you can pretty much fuck up your day. But all in all, not nearly as hard as when you fight him in the first Gunstar Heroes. So we've almost got him dead. Let's just... Also, he's invincible when he does that tackle move there. Come on, I'm tired of your continued existence. How get that shit away from me? I wonder if I can just use my fire Bernie explode whole screen attack. Yes! Oh, his explosion hurted me ever so slightly. But he does drop a heart, and that is the last heart that we will get in this stage. So, you know, make sure you're in a comfortable place to be able to fight the last couple of bosses. And again, I still like to use the fire for this, but really what you want to do with Black is he will drop these platforms, and you just want to slide into him. Now, right now, I know this doesn't look tough at all, but eventually he's going to start throwing up platforms that cover like the whole side of the screen, so you're going to want to slide to get off of them, because when they get to the top, they explode into blue crap. And that's really the only thing that will harm you in this phase of the battle. But doing the slide just does more damage. Now, what you want to do in this part is avoid the green lasers coming out of the floor, which I failed to do there. And when he shoots these things up, they go along the wall and have a laser. They'll go to the top, fire a laser, and be coming down. So you want to shoot to one side or the other to destroy those. He's almost down. I've taken a bit more damage than I wanted to, but, you know, I did farm up health, and now I'm still taking damage. But, you know, he's done, and he screams like an old lady, so... That's Black. He's done. Okay, there we go. Open the door. I thought the game had glitched out. Oh, shit. 7 force. Alright. The thing to do here is stay on one side of the screen or the other, and that will minimize the amount of opportunities that he has to hit you. Like here, I can just kind of avoid tail force here. And yeah, it's playing the music from the ending to the first Gunstar Heroes. Eagle Force is kind of a pain in the butt, because I really don't have a good way to dodge that large blue laser. I'm going to slide under Tail Force here because he was a little too close to the screen. I also really don't have a good way to avoid Aero Force, so I'm going to... Yes. Just kind of wait until he changes. Now, Crab Force, what you want to do is get right under it and fire straight up. The blue crap can't hurt you there. I thought I would have jumped over the middle arrow, and then the fucking one to the side hit me. God, stop using you guy, okay? You fucking cut it out. I'm just gonna blast you and make you live no more. Okay, this is bullshit. Stop it. I'll kick you in the dick. Soldier Force is pathetic, because all he does is he comes across the screen and kicks at you. Hopefully he's not going to be around too much longer, and there we go, green's done. Shoryuken! Yeah, looks like you finally made it.
Looks like we made it.
Yeah, the destructor's waking up. Can you believe gold and silver? Evidently, everyone forgot because they decided we needed to just make the exact same plot and scenarios and stages over. But, you know, it's, again, should have just made it a straight-up remake and not a sequel that's really just a remake. But, you know, whatever. That's their prerogative. I don't work for Treasure. Ideal world, Tarzan lives inside his trash. What's wrong with that? The Juggernaut, bitch! I'm gonna cleanse you with my silly bitch. Weapons cannot. No, oh, I tampered with the power and it fucking was too powerful. I don't know that I like the idea of having gold and silver talk, but whatever. I guess it's no more silly than having Dark Force talk in Phantasy Stars 2 and 3. Okay, this fight isn't nearly as hectic and, you know, random as gold and silver in the first Gunstar Heroes. When the red one comes down, you just want to use your super gun and fire right into it so its shots can't hit you. Gold and silver itself does not come down and attack you. He just kind of sits there. So, but the gems do cover, you know, a lot more of the screen with their attacks, and they instead of just firing one at a time, they can all just, you know, fire whenever they want. But they kind of do seem to follow a pattern. So, but you just want to whip out the super gun, let him drink from the fire hose, and should be through in a second here. Let's see, fire wasn't that effective. Let's whip out the dragon just because I hardly ever used it. Oh, and fucking, okay, it's done. Okay, but which of there might what? And he looks like a messed up Power Rangers villain. Saw large energy force heads were. So that's what Blue was doing this whole time. He had his hands full of guys. That's wholesome. Oh well, Green, you gotta die again. I mean, you know, I guess you're like the Kenny of the series. And I'll pay you back with interest. Yeah! Brother! I didn't get to fight on top of Metal Gear, but whatever. Megalith could open other dimensions. Yeah, this... Right, so it was the thing from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It opens other dimensions, his revenge, his father's wish. Looks like there are still some mysteries. Well, those mysteries are answered if you play Blue's campaign and also play on hard mode. But for all intents and purposes, that is Gunstar Superheroes. So, as aforementioned, hard mode does only give you 100 health starting out at each level. And there are a couple of, you know, stuff does more damage. There's a couple of parts that are a lot more impossible. The volume of bullets that come at you in the stupid overhead helicopter stage is a lot greater, if you can even imagine that. Those fire things I talked about, you know, fire more rapidly. I'm sure there are other parts, but the main deal is how batshit the story is. It's really fucking Metal Gear Solid. They go on about wars and soldiers and what's evil and what's not, and you know, a billion souls dying for peace. Welcome to the belly of the beast. So, having gone back to this and given it a fair shot, is it really all that essential if you liked Gunstar Heroes? No. It doesn't. Gunstar Heroes still holds up. Maybe more so as a single-player game than as a two-player game, but this one doesn't even have a two-player mode, so that kind of eschews that question, but I don't know, if you haven't played the first one, maybe you might find this one a little bit more accessible just because of the being able to save your game. But I don't know. There's some more to it to see, but I'm not sure anybody really cares about that. So this was Gunstar Superheroes, and hopefully I'll be bringing you a game from another console that isn't in 2D. So I'll catch you later.